Falcons have put themselves in a really good position, believe it or not. They put themselves in a very good position to make a run, right below 500, second place in the NFC South. And with this, if they can make a run for themselves, it could be really interesting for this team and where they go playoff wise and continuing the improvement of where this team was last year. New coach, new staff, new GM, and going forward this year. It is going to be really interesting to see what happens in the next coming weeks, but it starts against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their nemesis, and we're going to just talk about this and see how this game today plays out. Welcome to the First and Frame Rates channel. I am VF Baller. Over here, we talk about Atlanta Falcons football. We also talk about Georgia Southern football. Right now, it's been pretty busy last couple of days. I haven't really been making videos like I want to. Behind me, it's a mess. I'm in the process of revamping this entire room. So by the end of the year, I'll have that done. And I'm going to do a room or a game room tour, basically, of what I have in here. Because I am a gamer at the end of the day, but I love talking sports. So it's going to be a mix between both. So enough of that. And I mean, it's a mess in here. It really is. Nevertheless, let's go. Tampa Bay is 8-3 right now, going up against the Falcons, coming to Atlanta, playing in the Mercedes-Benz Dome Stadium. Atlanta Falcons are 5-6. They're only 1-4 at home, and that one win was in another country. It's kind of weird. Now they that's a home win, but nevertheless, Falcons have not won a game here in Mercedes-Benz Stadium this year, and it's kind of disappointing. But despite all of that, they're only one game under 500. They're second place in the division, and they're going up against the first place team. And after the game, I think it was week 2, the way that game played out does not look anywhere different than the way it looks very different based on what actually happened. The Falcons basically came back within 3 to win the game. Well, to be in striking distance to win the game. And you had, like 2 or 3 interceptions or something like that. And a couple of them were pick sixes. The game really got out of hand. And it really showed a different picture of what actually happened in the overall scheme of things in the game. With that being said, the Falcons had a pretty good chance of winning that game. And I think they have a pretty good chance now because the team that we saw back then is not the same team now. I think this team is slightly better. We do have one person and maybe 2 that are pretty good weapons that not many teams can account for. And that is one is Cordell Patterson. And if Kyle Pitts can get some burn, get some touches, actually get the ball in his hands, it could be a difference maker. Now, defensively, we're going to have problems. Our defense could hold up, but what happens is for some reason late in games we end up giving up a lot of points, a lot of yards. I mean, it's kind of what happened with the Jacksonville game, kind of what happened with it basically happened in the last 3 or 4 games. I'm not even going to talk about the New England and Dallas game. The New Orleans game is another game that was like that. This defense can play defense, but it's like very limited. And that's something that's going to have to change. Tom Brady and company is not going to let up. Even the fact they don't have Antonio Brown, this team can still move the ball very well, running and passing. The running game, I don't know if it's going to be that big of a factor. It could be. It could be a big factor for Tampa Bay because some days they look like they can't run the ball. Another day they look like they're running over everybody. I mean, look at Leonard Fournette last week. I ain't gonna say the only, but they averaged 95 yards a game, which is, in my opinion, I think that is actually pretty low considering that, you want to have at least over 100 yards a game. Also, on the other hand, we don't run the ball very well. We're only averaging 85 yards a game. Also, we are only throwing under 240 yards a game. The main thing about this team, even if you take away the New England and Dallas game, the Falcons do find a way to keep the games interesting and keep games close. Whether it be they win, they start off really good and the other team catches up, or vice versa. If it's just an even kill game, we tend to keep the games close. That's probably our best bet. It's probably the only way that we'll be able to compete in this game. I don't see us getting a big lead and sustaining it. So the best thing that we should do, in my opinion, and it seems like Matt Ryan, he thrives in this situation. When Matt is able to continue to be, on pace with the other team and find a way to win at the end, because Matt Ryan is really good at comeback victories. But those comeback victories cannot be. I don't think you'll be able to come back in a game where you're already down like 2 scores. I don't think the Falcons are able to do it. Now, the Falcons were able to come back in this game when they played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, make it a 3-point game, because I think they were like down like 28 to like 9 or something like that, and it ended up being a 28-25 game. And then the tip balls and the interceptions happen. So I just don't see that being sustainable. And I don't think that's a winning fashion. So therefore, I feel that whatever may happen, the Falcons are just going to have to try to maintain to stay with this team. And I think that'll be the best bet, because Matt Ryan usually finds a way to score points late when needed, whether it be for the field goal or a touchdown. I mean, and I think that's one of the things that makes Matt Ryan as good as he is. Outside of that, I don't see Tampa. I don't see Atlanta winning this game. They do have a chance. I think they have a really good chance, but the main thing is they're just gonna have to maintain the way they play football, because the weapons that they have, they're unique weapons. Like I said, the Cordell Pattersons, the Kyle Pitts, those guys could be anywhere on the field when it comes to getting them the ball. It's not like, okay, we need to worry about the running game, and all of a sudden the passing game is successful because Cordell Patterson's somewhere else. Oh, we need to worry about Kyle Pitts in the tight end slot, but you turn around and put him out on the end. So there's ways that this team could actually be successful. Also, with Russell Gage and the other receivers, we need to find a way to get them open, maybe as using the other two guys, Patterson and Pitts, as decoys to get a Russell Gage open, or as Zacchaeus open, or any other receiver that's out there, Tajay Sharp. As far as the running game go, I think Quadri Allison has been called up again. So with Quadri Allison, man, I want to see this kid succeed. I want to see him do good things. He has the prototypical size to do a lot of good things, but I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. That run defense that Tampa Bay has is just so strong. I don't see it. Mike Davis, maybe if we can get these guys to catch the ball out the backfield or something, or hell, even with Cordell Patterson able to run the ball, we're just going to have to see something happen in the run game, because we just can't pass the ball all the time. It's just not going to happen that way. So at the end, before I close, I feel that the Falcons have a really good chance. I think they really do. Will they stand up and take that chance and be successful? That is very hard to see, because Tampa Bay is just, with Tom Brady and company, you know what you're getting with them. Those guys just play good football. Atlanta is capable of playing sustainable football, safe football, and if they're able to do that, this game will be a lot closer than we would like, and it's possible we will pull out a win. We'll be talking about this at the post game and actually, dissecting all of this. I'm hoping for a Falcon victory, but I know what we're up against, and we're more than capable. But it's Tampa Bay, man, and we haven't won a home game yet. So maybe we'll turn it around today, and we'll see how it goes. If you like this video, hit the like button. Share this video. Let people know what I'm doing over here. Talking about Atlanta Falcons. Talking about Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern is doing some good things. We got a new offensive coordinator. I may need to make a video about that. Also, I'll be doing stuff on my gaming channel, which is the VF Cast. The link will be down in the description. And the guys on Patreon, if you want to look at what I have in store for Patreon, you can check that out. I will have a First and Frame Race extra on Patreon. Hopefully, you guys will check that out as well. A new video, new episode of the First and Frame Rate Show, the extra for the guys on Patreon. That'll be it, man. I will be looking at this game and we'll have our thoughts about it. Then you guys take it easy. You guys take care. Peace.